Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Razorbacks will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Mississippi State's offense will start this game off. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Algier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the handoff. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Mississippi State right back to the line. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the lead.
Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll test the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Around the end, it's Marco. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the 16-play drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Fast motion from the offense. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Grabbed in the middle. It's Siegel. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Banks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Handoff to the single running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They go right back to him. Gives him the big stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Hold and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got the quick completion. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hold on, he had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Back to the line after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 37. Just too much mustard on that one, can't miss the target that badly. A 3rd and long coming up here. They keep attacking through the air. Steps away to find some room. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Baldwin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Algier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Manuel. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Bulldogs get the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for a crease. It's Markham. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Offense lining up quickly. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Up-tempo for the offense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
A strike downfield. The expressway is wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they're able to get him down. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Segal. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Back to the air one more time. He fires to the left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. 1st down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle, it's Spalding. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's going for the big play. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Adkins. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They're going to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Siegel. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Complete to start this drive. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll keep it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today.
He'll do it himself.
They're trailing by 10 to South Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Adkins. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice move there. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Movement here from the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive, this 8th play will be 3rd and 2. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Off play action on first down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. From the gun, give on the inside. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Working that left side. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Afterburners coming. The 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
There's a lot of different ways to generate explosive plays. This offense likes to do it on the ground because they've got difference makers, including that guy right there.
And that difference was made for sure in the defense. This is why you need the relentless pursuit. First guy misses, you got to have another one ready.
And so if you're on offense, man, force feed this dude the ball. Give it back to him.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the beatdown has ensued. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's going to pass on second down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense set on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Markham. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.